Hello, Stephen Sashin from xeroshoes.com, xeroshoes.com. Looks like that. And today is one of my little impromptu Q&A videos. I got an email that I want to respond to, which is why I'm just tossing out this video. I look like this, and it looks like I've got a chair convention going on behind me. Anyway, I get a Facebook message from Brian who says sometimes when he goes out for a run in his Xero shoes, he'll do 3 or 4 miles and feel totally great, and the next day he goes out for a mile and things just aren't working. What do I recommend? Well, what I recommend is going to sound kind of peculiar, and that is not changing anything, just reframing what's actually happening. And what's actually happening is this crazy thing called learning. So there's a couple of confusions about how learning occurs, especially when you're learning something new, like making the transition from wearing big, thick, heavy motion control shoes to being barefoot or something truly minimalist like Xero shoes. The first is that people think it's just going to get better, 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 better in this linear fashion, where just each day is just, one increment better. And that's just not the way it happens. Learning goes like this. Related to that, people confuse the frustration of learning with there being a problem, and it's not. The thing that we call frustration is really just our expectation that things should be happening better, different, faster than they are, combined with a experience of discomfort that people think is the cause, or people, well, I don't know what people think, but people misunderstand the discomfort part. And let's talk about that for a second, because this is really interesting. So brains do not like to learn new things because it takes energy, and brains are designed to try to be as efficient as possible, which is why we get into these grooves, we get into these patterns, because it doesn't take a lot of energy to do one of these grooves. If you had to learn to run every time you're being chased by a saber-toothed bunny, you're going to be lunch. So we learn how to do these physical things, and that's wired into our body. We just kind of start the ball rolling and it goes. So again, making that transition is learning to do something different, trying to break out of that groove, or learning to do something totally new, make a whole new set of grooves. And both of those, or either of those, take energy that we experience as discomfort, that we sometimes call frustration, that we say is part of the problem. It's just a function of, that's how learning happens. Actually, that's not true. That's the stimulus for learning, but in a way the real learning happens during the resting phase afterwards, where the brain consolidates and actually lays down those new neural pathways. It takes time to do that. So instead of doing more to try to get more, you probably want to try doing less to try to get more, which is why we recommend going out for small runs and then resting and see how your body feels, and just keep going, building up very slowly over time. So my recommendation is relax, have fun. This is a never-ending process. Even when you get it down, every day you go out, there's still something you can learn, something that you can find, some way of answering the question, what can I do to make this easier, faster, lighter, and more fun? And I know that if you just relax and let the frustration or discomfort and the rest be all part of it, you'll find the answer to those questions. So all that said, thank you, Brian, for your question, and I hope you enjoy the answer. Subscribe or comment, whatever's appropriate. This video is in a bunch of places. Some places you subscribe, some places you can comment, some places you just watch. You can give it a thumbs up, or like it, or pin it, or whatever you need to do, do that. Looking forward to your questions and whatever answers we share. And until then, have fun and feel the world.